Hey friends, Michelle here from Scrappy Soul Sister. Thank you for joining me today on my channel. I truly appreciate it. I am working on a layout for my creative scrapbook. Now this is using the March limited edition kit, and I think this is my final layout. It's been a very fun kit to work with. Some different elements that aren't typically in the kit has really made it super fun. And so I thought I would lean into a couple things for this layout. One are these frames. And then I also wanted to use the cut file element that comes in the kit, which is this little flower cut file. And I haven't gone online yet. I'm not sure yet if I want to back it, if I just want to color it, if I just want to leave it as is. We shall see. And so my first idea, was to do something like this. I might have to, this picture is so close to fitting. This one, I'll size both of them down. Maybe try to capture the lighting in it, because that's one of the reasons why I chose this paper, is because it has the chandeliers. And then I was like totally forgetting about that and was like, oh, I'll just do it like this, but I do want that chandelier to show. So I'm not sure yet how I will do it, or if I just know I'm going to cover it up. And there's other chandeliers in the kit. I could use this up here. We'll see. Because my original thought was to do something like this. Maybe they can stack. I still have a lot of the strips with the sayings. I love this one. The world needs your unique sparkle. Don't ever dull it down. And then I could use like this gold piece going this way and really lean into having, a really heavy dimension or diagonal area over here, and leave this relatively alone. And so how do I do that and have that chandelier show? That's the question. So I could do something like this and just build up this cluster, and then it won't feel blank at the end. We'll see. I have a couple of pieces left that have some word phrases. This one that says cherish, this one that says making memories. So I'll probably use one of those for my title. And I also have some of the musical elements. Now, I was looking at the piano. Maybe when it's like this, it doesn't feel quite so big. It's kind of a large element, and it's kind of the same size as my frames. I don't know. It might that might feel too big. I was definitely, when I had it like this right before I came on, this is kind of what I was looking at. Something like that, and it definitely just feels big, right? So we'll see. We'll see if I use the piano. I do still have the cello, so I could just use the cello, and that would be totally fine. We are at a local theater in Bellingham, Mount Baker Theater, which is older renovated theater. We were there seeing a tribute band to Tom Petty and Fleetwood Mac. So it was very fun. And then I still have some of this music paper. So I don't know if people can tell it's upside down if I do it this way. But I was thinking, again, of course, this is going to cover up my light there, but doing this just on the inset, cutting it off here where that frame is, and doing my pictures like this. So still a lot of questions. I don't know that I'm going to do any mixed media on this layout. I have the stencil that comes in the kit. I might just do a little bit of light mixed media with some distress ink. We'll see. But this is kind of the direction I am going in. So let's get to work and see what we come up with. So I have cut down that musical sheet paper and I pour the edge there to the right. I am going to mount it on this lovely, if you've watched my other videos, I think this paper might be my favorite to like do layers and such with. And so I am just going to clean up the edge a little bit. I think that's probably what I'm doing there. I am going to use, I think I use, yeah, chipped sapphire to do just about all of my distress edging with. And so there is my pictures. I did change the frame for the top one with myself and my girlfriend. So it's a little bit smaller than the other one. And as you can see, I have written off that chandelier. Um, I know it looks like that filled up really quickly, but a lot of it is that embellishment that looks like it's part of a headband or something. It has like the circular piece. And so that's a pretty big embellishment. Going to use that blue flower up there. And I do use on either side of the photos little tags that have gold on them. So I am going to lean into the gold a little bit on this layout. I do decide to use the piano once I start building some elements there. I cover a lot of it, or at least make it feel so it's not so large. And so here I am with the cut file. I'm just using the various inks that I had chosen for this kit, and I'm using my pouncers to get the ink on it, just because it's a little bit of a delicate cut file, and I don't want to pull it and tear it. So I'm using antique linen, Victorian velvet, the chipped sapphire, and I also use some of the dusty Concord. Um, Admittedly, not a lot of it is going to show in the layout. I wish I had, pulled it out a little bit more. But it's a beautiful layer with a lot of other beautiful layers on this layout. So I do have, that flower up on top, and then I don't think I talked through it, or I might not have shown it. But the ivory flowers, they were part of a set. There's a large ivory flower that I just pulled out of it because I wanted that darker navy. It's a really almost, it has a lot of almost a green feel to it. But I wanted that in the center. And then I used that same color blue, but in a smaller flower below. So I have my saying there down below, and then I have a laser piece of florals below that. And I am going to do just a little bit of embossing in the three main areas. And so I had in my stash a Tim Holtz stamp that had that same kind of intricate kind of a feel. And so I stamp it with gold, and then I'm going to use gold embossing powder. Those three frames, circular frames, I use in the layout, but I use them there just to kind of mark where I wanted my three images to go. And so then I heat embossed. I didn't show you a lot of that because, it's not the most exciting process. Now, this layout is going to go in one of my books, and so I didn't want the real thick flowers, so I am removing the centers for them. I'm going to use, I believe for this one, I just use collage medium in the centers of my flowers. And then I have those white and gold beads that I received in a previous My Creative Scrapbook kit. And I have those gold micro beads in my stash as well. So I'm going to use those to fill the center of my flowers and add just a little bit more gold. So I'm going to set these aside to dry. Once I get all these in this gold, you can see my mistake immediately. My little gold beads were trying to make a run for it, so I put it in this tray. This tray is a set of 3 from Glassboard Studio, and I use these quite a bit to hold my um, embellishment pieces as well. So I am going to use just a little bit of, I think that is speckled egg. Yeah, speckled egg and the stencil that comes in the kit there in the open space, and then off to the left. I did not gesso my paper, so this isn't really going to move around a little at all, but I did try to soften it up a little bit and clean it up a little bit. I'm just rolling off that extra liquid with a paper towel, and here is my layout all adhered. You saw most of it come together previously, so I didn't show you that part again. I am trying to figure out where I want my title to go. So I am using my tweezers to do that. I don't use my tweezers very often, but they do work for this type of thing for me. And so I decide to do it over there to the left on top of the cello. There we go. So that's going to go over there. And then I have, adhered also those 3 frames. Those are, I tried to use those to help tie um, or I should say, I used 2 frames to tie my clusters together a little bit. And now I am looking through some of those tiny embellishments and adding some of the buttons. I use some of the buttons on this layout. I also use some of the gems. And yeah, I think we're getting somewhat close to the end. I'm going to just dig through and make sure that I feel good about all the little itsy bitsy pieces. And I found the violin, I'd forgotten about it, and I do want to use that. So it is going to go up above that dark blue flower here in a moment. And so my last step is going to be some splatters. And so I am going to use the Tim Holtz Antique Linen distressed spritz for that. And that's going to be my layout. So this kit has been so much fun to work with. I'm excited to see what April brings, but if you are thinking about subscribing, you won't regret it. So check out all the other My Creative Scrapbooks kits using the link in my description. And here are some close-ups. Thank you, everyone.